Right, kids, we have 4 chambers of a heart, which we've opened, but we shall show you in a minute. 4 chambers of a heart.
The bottom ones are called
Ventricles. That's right, the ones at the bottom. So you've got the right ventricle and the left ventricle.
And the top.
And the top ones, little flappy ones, are the atriums. Well done. Ooh, I should have done before we cut it. Okay, and then on the top you can see we've got various veins and arteries.
I want to say that.
The first chamber we opened was the right chamber. It's a lot floppier because there's not as much
blood going through
and
it.
pressure, not as much blood pressure.
Yeah.
And muscle.
So the blood comes into the heart from down this tube. That's right. Can you remember what it's called?
No.
The vena cava.
The vena cava. These names
You go
are hard.
down through the vena cava. Look away if you're squeamish. Into the bottom chamber of the right hand side of the heart called, can you remember again? The bottom chamber is the ventricle. The blood comes in and it then leaves, and where does it go when it needs to go and get oxygen? Up through the pulmonary artery.
Into the lungs.
That's right. Then it goes off round the circulatory system into the lungs. It gets full of
oxygen.
Yep.
And gets reoxygenated.
Good girl. It then comes back from the lungs. Okay. It then fills up this part, which is the left atrium, through this here, which is the pulmonary
artery.
No, not the artery. It's the other one. It's the vein.
Pulmonary vein.
It goes down through the vein into the bottom chamber of the heart, the left ventricle. Can you see all the structures inside? That's what keeps the heart chamber open.
They're like sort of rubbery.
They are. You can see through it as well.
Yeah.
That's from the vein. It then, and it's a lot thicker because what?
Because
it's got more strength and muscle.
There's a lot more pressure inside that.
Pressure because there's a lot more blood in there, so therefore it needs more pressure.
Okay, it's not more blood, but it's moving a lot faster. There's a lot more pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. It then leaves via the main artery of the heart.
Called the aorta.
That's right. So we come up through here. La 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 la. Actually, I can't because it's not because the valves. Oh, the valve's closed on me. There we go. Leaves via this here, which is the
aorta.
And we know it's the aorta because what makes this artery different to this artery?
That one's thinner and that one's way thicker because it's got more blood coming through it.
And it has to have more pressure.
It's to do with pressure. It's not more. We've got the same amount of blood, but the side of the heart that's got the most pressure has the thicker pieces. So we've got a nice thick muscle and we've got a nice thick artery.
Artery.
And there we go. This is now the dog's dinner.